A new year rising, a new beginning. Lift your head up, turn yourself around, the world is spinning. Feel the magic of a new day. Open your heart to a fresh start, send your fears away. You've made mistakes, you feel it. You got what it takes, believe it. Any wrong can be made right, just forgive and you need not fight. Shana Tova umetuka, it's Rosh Hashanah.
Hi everyone, Shana Tova. I'm so happy to be celebrating Rosh Hashanah and bringing in the new year with all of you. This year, we're taking care of each other by not coming together in person for family services. You're in your home, and I'm here in mine. You can see my daughter Adina's crib right behind me. But even if we're not together in person, all of us and the Beth Shalom community and Jewish communities all over the world are still celebrating Rosh Hashanah together, even if we're not together in the same building. So let's start by saying a big Shana Tova, wishing everyone a good new year. So on the count of 3, let's shout Shana Tova together really loud to wish everyone a good new year in Seattle and beyond. And let's see how far everyone can hear us. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Shana Tova!
Hi, we are the new Shinshiniyot. I'm Shoval.
And I'm Lian.
And we would like to wish you happy Rosh Hashanah and to say that we're so happy to be with you this year. Shana alcha, Shana ba'a, ani kapaya rima. Shana tova lecha, Shana tova lachima. Shana tova, Shana tova.
Hi, I'm Rachel Octel. I know a lot of you, and I'm very excited to be joining you for your service today. And we're gonna start together with singing Ma Tovu, and we're gonna do some hand motions. So I hope you'll sing along and try those hand motions with me. We're gonna start by making Tov for good. Ma Tovu, make a tent, Ohalecha Yaakov, Mishkenotecha Yisrael. A little faster. Ma Tovu, Ohalecha Yaakov, Mishkenotecha Yisrael, Yisrael. Now we're going to continue with the Baruch Hu. In the Baruch Hu, there are 2 different roles. There's the leader, that will be me, and then the congregation, which will be all of you. So before we do it for real, we're going to go over the 2 parts so you know exactly what to do. So first, I'm going to bend my knees and say, Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach, and you are going to bend your knees and you're going to say, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Let's try that together. Bend your knees. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. And I will repeat. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. All right, are you ready? If you're sitting down, stand up. Get ready to bend those knees, and we will do it together. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. We are going to continue with Yotzer Or. This is all about God creating peace and creating all things, and it specifically talks about light and dark. When we talk about light, sometimes we do our hands like this for light. You can also point to the light that's around you. And for Choshech, darkness, we will cover our eyes for that word. All right, join with me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. One more time. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech haolam. Show us light. Yotzer or uvorei choshech. Oseh shalom shalom uvorei et hakol. Yotzer or uvorei choshech. Oseh shalom shalom uvorei et hakol.
We're going to continue now with Shema and Ve'ahavta. So we're going to put our finger over our mouth and we're going to say shh. And on our head, like we're thinking really hard, we're going to say and on our heart, we're going to say ah, shh, ah. Now we're going to cover our eyes. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. I'm going to whisper. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha vehayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha veshinantam levanecha vedibarta bam beshivtecha beveitecha uvelechtecha avaderech uveshochbecha uvekumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha vehayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha. Now we're going to continue with the Amidah. We'll begin with Avot and Gvurot, the first two sections of the Amidah, out loud together. You'll notice that there are two special pieces that we add for Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, so see if you can pay attention and find those when you're singing along with me. After that, we'll continue with some quiet time. You can close your eyes if you want, and we're going to think about a please and a thank you. A please, something that we're hoping for, something that we want to ask for the coming year. And a thank you, something that we want to say thank you for. Maybe something that happened today, or maybe something from this entire past year that we want to say thank you for. And then we'll conclude with Oseh Shalom, asking for peace when we're done. So we're now going to stand up. So stand up if you are sitting down. And we'll take our 3 steps backwards. Adonai Svatai Tiftach, and 3 steps forward. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha, and we'll stand with our feet together. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Velohei Avoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Velohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Velohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol V'Zocher Chasdei Avot Umevi Goel Livnei V'neihem Leman Shemo Be'ahava Zochreinu Lechaim Melech Chafetz B'Chaim V'chodveinu b'sefer ha'chaim Lema'ancha Elohim Chaim Melech Ozer Fokedu Moshia Umagen Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Avraham Ufoked Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechaye Mitim Atah Rav Lehoshia Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed Mechaye Meitim Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Verofech Olim Umatir Asurim Umekayim Emunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Ba'al Gevurot מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה מי כמוך אב הרחמים זוכר יצוריו לחיים ברחמים ונאמן אתה להחיות מתים ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי המתים. Now we'll continue with our silent time. Ose shalom bimrovam, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen.
Do you like loud noises? Do you like listening to the sound of the shofar? We're going to get ready to listen to the shofar in just a minute. We're going to start by singing a really fun song about the blasts of the shofar, and I hope you'll sing and dance along with me and clap your hands. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Let's try that together. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Then we say the names of the blasts. First we say Tekiah. Try that. Now we say Shavarim. Try that. And lastly we say Truah. Try that one. And to the beginning, this time dancing. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year.
Hi, I'm Kevin. I'm so excited to be with you to blow shofar on Rosh Hashanah. The shofar is an instrument made from the horn of a ram, which is a male sheep. There are many different sizes and shapes and colors and lengths of shofars. Here's one. This is a short, dark one. And here's another example. This is a slightly longer one. This is the one I usually use. To make a shofar blast, you need to purse your lips together tightly like this and blow air through your lips to make your lips vibrate. Let's try it together. It'll sound like this. Ready? Let's do it on 3. 1, 2, 3. It sounds like a bumblebee, doesn't it? But when you add the shofar, it sounds much nicer. So there are 3 types of shofar blasts. The first one is a tekiah. It's a long, solid blast. It sounds like this. The next one is a shvarim, which is 3 medium blasts. It sounds like this. Then, the third one is the truah, which is 9 short blasts. The truah sounds like this. So now that we've heard all those, let's all stand up together for the longest and last blast, the Tekiah Gedolah. So let's stand and let's listen carefully. Remember, it's a mitzvah to hear the shofar, so we need to listen very intently to the shofar blast. You can close your eyes or you can count the number of seconds to see how long it lasts. This is the Tekiah Gedolah. Shana Tova.
On Rosh Hashanah, we begin a new Jewish year, and we hope that it will be a Shana Tova, a good year. There are certain things that we can do to make it a good year. One of those things is called tshuva, which is usually translated as repentance, and is like fixing our mistakes, growing, trying to be better people in the coming year. Using the things that we control to make it the best year possible for ourselves and for other people. But there are also things about making it a good year that we don't control, right? We don't control everything in the world. So for example, if somebody bumps into me and knocks me over on the street, I didn't control that. I didn't get to decide whether or not that happened. I do get to control my response, right? Whether I get really angry and start screaming at the person, which probably doesn't make them feel very good and probably doesn't make me feel very good either, or whether I accept their apology, brush the dirt off my legs, and just keep walking, which probably makes me feel better, and I would guess makes the other person feel better too. So as we think about this coming year, I'm going to read a list of things that might make it a good year or a not so good year, depending on how they go. And for anything that you feel like you control, right, that you're in charge of, I want you to stand up, right? Anytime I read something where you're the boss, you should stand up. And anytime I read something that you feel like you don't actually control, I want you to sit down. There might be some also that are in the middle. You can kind of squat for those if you want. And we'll go through and we'll see what are the things that we control, what are the things that we don't. So if you feel like it's something that, yeah, this is really in your power, I want you to stand up. And if not, I want you to sit down. How much homework I have. Who I'm friends with. Being healthy or sick. Getting enough sleep. Things that have happened in the past. How often I smile. What other people do. The weather. Whether or not I forgive other people. What books I read. What other people say. My actions. What's for dinner. My beliefs. What I do for fun. How I speak to others. Traffic. What I wear. The news. How I use my energy. And finally, the choices I will make in the coming year. I hope you feel like you control that one. So probably, I'm just guessing, you stood up and sat down a lot, and maybe there was, some squatting in the middle. But I imagine there was a lot of up and down. There are a lot of things that we control, that we get to decide how they go, that might set us up for having a really good year. But there are other things that we don't control and we don't get to decide. So for the things that we control, great, right? Now we can do them. Right now you've thought about what some of those might be. And so I want you to think about what's one thing that's in your control that you're really going to commit to using as much as you can this year to make it a good year for yourself and for other people. But for the things that aren't in our control, that we don't get to decide, one of the things that we can do is pray, right? That's an opportunity for us to express something that we really hope for that we don't get to control, right? Something that's bigger than what we get to control. So what's one thing that you're really hoping for this year that you don't get to control? I want you to think about that thing that you're really hoping for this year that isn't in your control. Because in just a moment, we're going to sing Avinu Malkeinu. And that's a chance for us to ask God for the things that are really important to us, but that we ultimately don't get to decide.
Please rise once more for Avinu Malkeinu, a special prayer, a special tefillah just for the high holidays. In this prayer, we refer to God as Avinu, our parent, and Malkeinu, our ruler. And we ask God to answer our prayers, to treat us kindly. Let's sing it together. Avinu Malkeinu, Choneinu Vaneinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Choneinu Vaneinu, Ki ein banu masim. Asay imanu, tzedakah v'chesed. Asay imanu, tzedakah v'chesed, v'hoshienu. One more time. Avinu Malkeinu, Choneinu Vaneinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Choneinu Vaneinu, Ki ein banu masim. Asay imanu, tzedakah v'chesed. Asay imanu, tzedakah v'chesed, v'hoshienu. Yai, nai, 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 yai, nai, nai. Yai, nai, 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 yai, nai, nai. Yai, nai, 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 nai. Yai, nai, nai, yai, nai, nai. Yai, nai, 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 yai, nai, nai. Yai, nai, nai, nai. Yai, nai, 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 nai. Yai, nai, nai, nai. Yai, nai, 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 nai. Yai, nai, nai, yai, nai, nai, nai.
We've come to the part of the evening where we bless our children. For our sons, we begin Simcha K'Ephraim Menashe, and for our daughters, Simech K'Sarif Rachel V'Leah. And for all our children, we continue Yivarechecha Adonai v'Yishmerecha, Ye'eru Adonai panav elecha v'Yuchunecha, Yisar Adonai panav elecha v'Yasem lecha Shalom. Chag Sameach.
On Rosh Hashanah, many people eat special foods that symbolize different things they want in the upcoming year. One of those is apples and honey, which I have right here. I've got my apple and I've got my honey as well. And this definitely reminds me of Rosh Hashanah. If you would like to eat some apples and honey with me, you should pause the video now, go get your apples and honey, and then come back so that we can eat them together. Otherwise, you can just pretend. Okay, so first we are going to dip our apple in the honey, just like that. And we will say, Borei Pri Ha'etz, for fruit of the tree. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam, Borei Pri Ha'etz. Yehi Ratzon Milfanecha, Adonai Eloheinu Velohei Avotenu, Shetechadesh Aleinu Shana Tova Umetuka. And you can eat it. It was such a pleasure to celebrate Rosh Hashanah with you and your families today. I want to wish everyone a sweet new year, and I look forward to seeing everyone soon. Shana Tova Umetuka.
A new year rising, a new beginning. Lift your head up, turn yourself around, the world is spinning. Feel the magic of a new day. Open your heart to a fresh start, send your fears away. You've made mistakes, you feel it. You got what it takes, believe it. Any wrong can be made right, just forgive and you need not fight. Shana Tova Umetuka. It's Rosh Hashanah. Shana Tova Umetuka. Dip your apple in the honey. It's Rosh Hashanah.
So many new hopes waiting to find you. Open your eyes, the dreams you prize are all around you. The smiles are hiding, no use in guessing. Make up your mind, go out and find life's simple blessings. This is your time, you feel it, how sweet it is, believe it. Any wrong can be made right, just forgive, you need not fight. Shana Tova Umetuka. It's Rosh Hashanah. Shana Tova Umetuka. Dip your apple in the honey on Rosh Hashanah. Shana Tova Umetuka. Hear the sounds of jubilation. This Rosh Hashanah.
יהי רצון שנהיה לראש לא זנב. Sweet in life for those around us with joy and love.
Avinu Malkeinu, Chanenu Banenu.
Hear our prayer, O Lord, this hour.
Inscribe us in the book of life. Rosh Hashanah, Shana Tova Umetuka. Hear the sounds of jubilation. It's Rosh Hashanah. Give us life, Lord, and sustain us. Oh, deliver.